What up, Wheatfield? What up, y'all? Sweet, what it do? Welcome back to Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. If you're new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie here at Tears and Wheat to Rose Show. I gotta back this camera up just a bit, Joe. Tears and Wheat to Rose Show, where you show enough never know what you gonna get. Y'all, we are back and we looking real grungy, beloved. I need to wash my hair. We in our jams. The mommy just left. We spent the weekend together. Yep, and we was up late watching movies. We've been watching I don't watch a lot of TV. And she been trying to get me into this show, All the Queen's Men. So we sat up and binge watched it all weekend. So it was a great weekend. I hope you guys had a great weekend too. I need some lip gloss. Y'all know what to do. What up, guys? What it do? Welcome back to the Wheatfield, y'all. Welcome to you. Alpha, hi. How are you? Hi, bless you. I praise you. Omega, hi. Hi, Omega. How are you? I praise you. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for a great weekend. One of the lessons that I'll be learning is patience. Patience. One thing that my mommy teaches me on a daily is to slow down, beloved, and enjoy every moment. Not really sure, of course, everybody has different relationships and different relationship dynamics, but at this stage, I just stay very mindful to enjoy every moment, to slow down and exercise patience. Yes. Drink to that. This is my pretty cup, real unicorny. I got some coffee with my hot chocolate in it. It's so good too. It tastes real tasty. What else is new? We got 2 decks of cards, new. Yay! Messages from the universe and mind into Oracle. What does it say? Mind info. I don't know why I said into. It looked like into when I was looking at it. Mind info. And we kind of incense. Okay. Two seconds. I need to. We kind of looked at them as we opened up the cards already and kind of just playing around with them and see what they were saying. Definitely kept speaking to a fresh start. A fresh start was coming to open up and be prepared for a fresh start, to kind of get into receiving mode. We've been talking about that. That energy is still very prominent, very heavy. And I feel like we as a collective, the Wheatfield, are being given more information, more downloads. I know I've been getting a lot of downloads, and I appreciated the 2 days off, to kind of rest and recover, get myself into a different mind space, see what the Most High God is doing with me in this time and space as well, and what is being said. Yeah. So I don't know if anybody else has been feeling the need to unplug. I didn't do very much social media at all. I didn't do any postings, really, nothing. Thank you so much to the Most High God for these cards, for these offerings. We offer them back onto you, for they belong to you to use. Please use them to speak through. Let your messages be clear. We definitely got something. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. So leave behind all that has been weighing you down for so long, and reach for the opportunities that are waiting for you. I promise you, you will not regret it. So that's definitely for someone. If it's for me, I'll take it. But that's what we were just saying, like getting into a space where we are releasing, because we are getting ready to receive some things. And that is a part of the first signs of it's the law of giving and receiving, right? The law of giving and receiving. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes that are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. And this is what we're talking about, right? You know, new things coming in. We in that space of needing to release. And I was saying, somebody isn't seeing the bigger picture, is what I was just told. Like, you're releasing things of old, or being called to release, or being forced to release, and somebody isn't understanding that releasing is a part of receiving. Like, we have to have space, we have to make room for our blessings. And again, fresh start. I shuffled these two decks, and a fresh start kept coming out. It was the card on top, and it was also the card protected, presented itself. So we're going to see. Thank you to the Most High God for these cards, for this offering. We offer them back onto you for use. Please use these cards to speak through to us in truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. Truth and clarity. We ask for truth and clarity in all things, so that we may understand, we may have revelation of what we are being taught at this time. What are you showing us? Giving us a deeper understanding of self, the path that you have for us, the work that you will do through us, what you will bring out onto creation. And we thank you. We thank you. We thank you now for it. We praise you now for it. We thank you for every step along the way. We are grateful, and we gather here with grateful hearts. We seek to have the ability to enjoy the journey. Sometimes the journey is so tough that we lose, the ability to enjoy life. But I'm telling you, somebody getting ready to take off. And releasing what's weighing you down is a big thing. Check in. Somebody may need to check in with the Most High God, check in with self. That's what we were saying, like take a couple days, 7:33 when we said that. Take a couple days to unplug away from everything, away from social media, maybe, just sit in quiet, silence, meditate, sit in self, and kind of work out what's being worked out, you know what I mean? Sometimes we are having things within self that is being worked out and, broken down, and, so that you can eventually, and maybe it's going deep. It may have you going deep into deep into the kingdom, or some things, get to the root of some things and bring them up into the kingdom, and see, what did it create in you? What can you create from it? And I'm definitely feeling like, what did it create in you? It may have whatever deep-rooted issues, whether it's insecurity, whether it's instability, whether it's attachment and feeling rooted to something, or to your environment, to your family, the whole of things. And it created something in you, a need to attach, a need for validation, or seeking outside of self for validation. And you may not even be aware that that's what you're doing, because sometimes it takes us to hear something, and then we go along our way, and before you know it, it comes back to the forefront, like, oh, I've seen this, or I've heard this, or now I'm ready to recognize it because it's been, kind of glossed over, shown to me, and now it's like right here, and now I'm able to see it. So we thank the Most High God for giving us clarity, to helping us see through the fog, I feel like, to clear it. Again, maybe somebody needs to do some meditation and just breathe. That could be it. We're going to light the candle. Breathe, beloved. Clear up some of the fog so that we can have clarity. Understand what's being broken up, what's being rooted up, broken up. First, the ability to go deep to the roots, to bring it into the kingdom and bring it into our true self, our spirit self, and take it in and raise it up so the transmutation and the alchemy could begin. opening up our heart and allowing the truth to unfold, to be shown, and letting us speak in a way where it calls back our power, call back, any errors, anything that we may have misspoken, call it back and ask the Most High to receive it, to bind it up, all things, and cast them down, so that they do not create an error into our life. Give us a clear vision based on everything that we've learned, all the processing, and we praise you through all things. This is your throne. Sit on it. We give you the seat for you to sit on your throne and to lead us through everything. You want something in here? Thank you. You want the cards? Thank you. It says unhooking the past. So that's the card that was on top. So that's definitely in relation to what we were saying, to the Most High was giving us. You want something in here? It's like calling back your power or unhooking yourself. Something that you could be entangled in, but I'm just really feeling like calling back your power so that healing can begin. Asking for angelic support. That could be something that, again, asking for help, checking in with yourself, checking in with the spirits. It says, my angels respond when I am open and authentic about how I feel. Yes. Getting down to the root of things and figuring out how do you feel about it. Taking it into your kingdom self, into the kingdom for support, beloved. You raise it up and go into the state of alchemy and changing, breaking it down, transmuting. Opening up that heart space and speaking out from a place of goodness. Always asking for your help and your support for your spiritual tools to be replenished. Replenish you for whatever tool you may need, whether it's courage, spiritual strength, balance, all of it, any and everything. Patience, okay? I keep hearing the word unicorn, chosen, a unicorn. Somebody that's very, very different, a specific energy. When asking for angelic support, you are requesting solutions from a higher realm of consciousness. Such a realm of consciousness works in accordance with free will to help you face your experiences instead of helping you avoid them. Rather than believe the cause of your feelings must be changed or eliminated, it is essential to ask your angels for better ways of viewing the feelings that keep getting triggered. Because each trigger represents a healing, you are more likely to feel the presence of your angels when asking for their help to face your most difficult emotions. In order to access angelic assistance, it is important to be with your feelings, to feel it, to check in with self. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier, excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It is always so helpful, inner guidance. Taking those root level issues into the kingdom, into yourself, to feel it out. Allow it to be worked out in that solar plexus chakra, breaking it down and transmuting that energy, asking for help and support along the way. It says, it is important to be with your feelings so that your angels know where the support is needed most. This mantra is ideal for unraveling the spiritual ego, giving up patterns of avoidance, and being a better receiver. A better receiver. And that's the last one. Is there anything else on the other page? No, you didn't. See, the last thing says being a better receiver. And in order for us to be a better receiver, again, giving and receiving. So giving out, releasing, allowing the falling away, the letting go, and getting good at releasing. Like, in order to release, we have to recognize it as being pulled away and let it go. Don't attach. So we're working on detachment and giving and receiving. Seven spiritual laws of success. You guys may have remember I pull this book out pretty often. Deepo Chakra, Seven Spiritual Laws of, and look, cracked open on my favorite one. Y'all can see I've been down here plenty of times. Applying the law of detachment. The law of giving and receiving. We see pure potentiality. Applying it, that's where we got taken to. So applying the law of pure potentiality takes us into giving and receiving. And one of the tricks to that manifestation ability is the ability to be detached, beloved. Because see, you can be attached to things that are weighing you down. Like we read, you know, you may be needing to release things that are weighing you down. Release emotions that are weighing you down. Because the best emotion, the highest, I'm saying the word potency, is to manifest from a place of joy. And I apologize if it's coming together slowly. Y'all know what it is. It's Tears and We Tarot show. All these ingredients come together to make a meal. Yo, it's going to be edifying. It's going to come together. Just stay with it, beloved. Thank you. I pray you will. It says, applying the law of pure potentiality. I will put the law of pure potentiality into effect by making a commitment to the following steps. So pure potentiality may be what you're praying for, what you're waiting for, right? That's what you want to create when you want to manifest into your life, beloved. I know, I just hit my knee. What you want to manifest. And I feel like I'm being taken into that emperor position, you know, like taking authority, you know, organizing yourself. Maybe you're a person that struggles with a sense of control or feel like you need to control things, so therefore you may be attached to the outcome, right? Maybe you're a boss, an entrepreneur, or just, again, bossing up in your life or wanting to boss your life up, and you see the potential to do it. And you know that you can tap into these possibilities. You may have a lot of ideas that are brewing and like, how do I bring this about? But there could be some root issues, right? Like issues of security, insecurity, or just security issues itself, being secure in self, being confident, being grounded, being rooted, knowing that, you know, you don't change because things around you change, beloved. Just because people may fall away or your environment may change, that you still remain the same. You know, that's it, especially if you're talking about something that's going to bring in some coin, beloved. Changing, like if you are doing like a whole switch. I'm feeling like somebody like being unzipped, taking this vessel off and putting on a whole new suit, like a whole suit, like it's going to be a whole new you. And maybe you are having concerns with releasing that old identity and how others see you, how you see you and how others see you. Like people that know you, like they may be having issues with how they see you. Like they are so different, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know this person. And maybe you feel like you need to get to know you all over again. That could be a part of it too. I'm feeling all of those. So take it as it resonates, beloved. Number 2 says, I will take time each day to commune with nature and to silently witness the intelligence within every living thing. Every living thing has intelligence, and if we look at nature, we can see it. We can see balance. We can see chaos and conflict. We can see peace and tranquility and serenity, understanding that all of these things are required for the great balancing, the larger balancing, right? It says, I will sit silently and watch a sunset or listen to the sound of the ocean or a stream or simply smell the scent of a flower. In the ecstasy of my own silence and by communing with nature, I will enjoy the life throb of ages, the field of pure potentiality and unbounded creativity. One great thing about nature is that it shows us how abundantly creative the Most High God is. Like, creation itself is infinite potentiality expressed in the manifest, right? Infinite potentiality and possibilities expressed in the manifest. From every creeping thing, from 900 species of beetles to how many types of ants to trees, woolly mammoths. Like, they used to exist. They may not anymore, but they did, beloved, and we have record of it. You know, to the cosmos and the galaxies, to every single thing, from the subatomic particles, which express itself based on the observer, the watcher. You look at it and decide that that subatomic particle is going to behave like a particle, and it does. Or you decide that it's going to behave like a frequency, a wave, and so it does. So mo what you see, so mo what it be. We have the ability to manifest our wildest dreams based on how we see, how we are imagining, transmuting your own intention. What are you emitting? What are you putting out? The law of giving. The universe operates through dynamic exchange. Giving and receiving are different aspects of the flow of energy in the universe. In our willingness to give what we seek, we keep the abundance of the universe circulating in our lives. You want to read this? It says, the frail vessel thou empties again and again, and fills it ever with fresh life. This little flute of a reed thou hast carried over hills and dales, and hast breathed through it melodies eternally new. Thy infinite gifts come to me only on those very small hands of mine. Ages pass, and thou still pourest, and there is room to fill, and still there is room to fill. The second spiritual law of success is the law of giving. This could also be the law of giving and receiving because the universe operates through dynamic exchange. 2303. Dynamic exchange. To bring anything into our life, we must be willing to release. If you are bossing up and going into an entrepreneurial phase, you're starting a new venture, you're starting a new position, whatever it is that's new, a fresh start, beloved, something that's going to have you soar, take flight, you have to see yourself as something that can take flight, having the ability to fly. Because see, baby birds, when they come out the eggs and stuff, they don't know that they could fly. They got the apparatus for it. It's like built in, but they have to be taught how to fly. And it takes courage. It takes parenting and support and mentoring for them to do it. And yeah, when they don't take off right and they're going to plummet down, that help swoops in and helps them, carries them back up on, and then they go through the process again. And depending on the bird, is how many times, they're going to push your ass off or you jump off knowing that they're going to be there to swoop down and catch you if you don't take off. It says you're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows. Emperor energy. Time for you to boss up and take control over your new identity, authority. But I feel poised and I feel balanced though. Not like overly controlling, not like obsessive where you are attached to the outcome of it, but somebody may be. And that could be the message, is to pull things back and release control, release some of that so that you can open up the gateway for allowing the possibilities. You push out, the possibility is going to come in. You release, possibilities will come in. And sometimes when we stay in such control and holding our position, we're not allowing things to flow. I can get that, Joe. I'm just saying. It says, it's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. The flow of life is nothing other than a harmonious interaction of all the elements and forces that structure the field of existence, the low and the high, and it meets in the middle, and I'm feeling balanced with it. Every relationship is one of give and take. Giving engenders receiving, and receiving engenders giving. So you give out of self, and self comes in. The blessings of self come in. So if you are able to go deep into anything, the things that are rooted, the things that are weighing you down, the things that need to be transmuted and released, you can bring all of that energy up into your sacral space to, again, foster and support creativity, asking for support that you need to lift it up and transmute it. I'm feeling change it, alchemy. And it opens up the gateway, the doorway for your heart's desires for that exchange to happen. Those emotions being released and the wishes fulfilled being received. Yes. Anything else? We saw the law of detachment, and we talked about releasing. And now I feel like we are here. Dharma, the law of Dharma, or our purpose in life. And it was taking me to here, the 7 spiritual law of success, the law of Dharma. It says, Dharma is a Sanskrit word that means purpose in life. The law of Dharma says that we have taken manifestation in physical form to fulfill a purpose, right? And that's what we said. Everything is infinite possibilities, infinite potential. Manifest, infinite, how did you say it? Infinite possibilities, infinite potentiality, infinite possibilities. Expressed in the manifest. Yes. Thank you. It says the field of pure potentiality is divinity in its essence, and the divine takes human form to fulfill a purpose. So the divine has taken physical form, you, me, we, in order to fulfill a purpose, beloved. Not to just, we are to just be, and to be is a purpose, but it's onto learning to discover what is in us to be created and to birth it out. I feel like to transmute energy in order to create it, to create our heart's desires. For I feel like if we are chasing the heart of the Alpha and Omega, then its desires, its heart desires will be given unto us. It will be placed in us. It will speak to you. It may whisper to you. Like that decree is going to whisper and say, there's something more for thee. There's something that that is calling out to thee. And you may experience things of the low, but I feel like those are just gatherings. It's like gathering material, gathering energy, which you need to build yourself up in order to support what has been placed in you. So you could have gone through a lot of rough things that are still deeply rooted in your base chakra, and those are the things to go in and kind of break up. I feel either massage or just break it up or squeeze it out, something like either squeezing it out, wring it out, almost like wringing, or molding. It's like molding, almost like clay. You know, it's like maybe what was in your base was like trying to mold you in a certain kind of way, and maybe you've been molded because of that. But I feel like you may be going through a remolding, right? And it is generating new creativity within you, like opening up to maybe the real of you, your calling. And I feel like the call now is for you to bring that up into your solar and to ask for support. That is where your support is needed here, so that you can kind of transmute that energy, so that you can access it, so that you can, I feel like, garner everything that you need to be strengthened, so that you can have courage. I feel like I feel balance. I feel my shoulders just got straightened, and strength. Like I feel like I'm boldness, like the ability to be, I'm hearing the word outrageous, like to go for it, like self-assuredness, like confidence, really, like I know it, like it ain't no stopping me, like I'm going forward. And whatever it is that you're going for is the truth of you, is your authentic you. I'm feeling the wisdom deck in that truth card, where like the window is open and it's a flow of all of the old emotions going out and all of the new coming in, the wish fulfillment. Like I feel like somebody releasing their nightmares and their dreams are coming in, like whatever is weighing you down. Like I feel emotion, I feel old identity, I feel shackles released, I feel all the heaviness, all the heaviness. Anything else in here? Source says to release insecurity. Somebody has some insecurity. Angel numbers, we have 999 for lessons learned. Somebody has definitely learned some lessons. Yeah, it's a spiritual awakening. You've learned some lessons, 9999, and you have come awakened, a new beginning. And we saw a fresh start. We see the first one on here says new beginning. And we see personal development. That's what I'm feeling. Personal development. It's a new phase that you're coming into. A new phase in a religious or spiritual quest. You're going through an awakening, which can feel like a dark night of the soul. You're on the path to enlightenment, and this too shall pass. So you may be in a space where you're being called to deal with root issues, base chakra energies, or just your lower chakras itself, to get them into alignment, into frequency and tuning. Again, further breaking up things that are in that base, in that early molding, and release it, so that you could take that into your sacral and develop a new sense of creativity. What has it done for you? Who did it really I'm seeing the word design, like designing you or redesigning you, and to transmute that energy, to use it, to lift yourself up, to open up your heart. Like I feel like increasing your joy. I'm really seeing a lot of yellow, a lot of sun energy, or just like that solar plexus energy. I feel like somebody has a lot of emotion to transmute, a lot of emotion to deal with, to work through, to release. Releasing it. And whatever that emotion is giving you a sense of insecurity, of lack of confidence, lack of courage, the inner stifling your ability to be bold, to be outrageously open. Yes, is what I'm feeling. See, it's not up to you. And it's in reverse. Spirit pulled it in reverse. Let me show. And that's not a coincidence that this is 1001 and this is 1010. It says it's not up to you. We see moderation, patience, flow, clarity. I spoke about, this weekend and spending time with the mommy is increasing my capacity for patience. We have to be patient, right? I mean, I know for me, my mother is getting, but we have to be patient. So, but moderation too, and the fact that it's up to you. The Most High God put it in reverse and said it's not up to you. This is about what has been put in you. This is about the purpose, the reason why you are in the manifest, why you came from subatomic particles, and the Most High God has arranged you in just such a way to be you, having the experiences of the low, everything to build you, to give you the current energy, the molding, the understanding, the compassion, all of it. But to get into your heart space gathers forgiveness and sympathy and empathy. Again, working in wisdom and compassion, understanding, leads us to knowledge and to learning, lessons learned. And if you can get the lessons learned and release the dark energy or transmute the energy, receive it, transmute it, and change it, alchemy, there's no telling how far you can go. You could soar. Like you could use that as the wings, the wind that your wings rest on. Like I'm feeling the ability to dance in the storm, to use the storm. Eagles, like they use the storm. They look for the energy of the storm because that's what's going to take them to their next peak, their next platform. And it's definitely not up to you. Anything else in here, beloved? 2, feminine forces, relationships, balance, prosperity, efficiency, patience, and humility. Again, not just feminine forces, but receiving. And in order to receive, you must give. And I feel, again, that releasing. Check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier? Somebody has some emotions, some things that they think about that weighs them down. I feel suppressing, that is oppressing them. Feel like it's it's holding you down, like you're pressed down and you can't get up. I feel like you feel like the weight is stuck and it's just like it can't move. And I feel like you may need to ask for support, to remove it, to release it off of you, to pull it up, to release it. Excited? Do you feel excited? Or do you feel with dread? Do you feel filled with dread? Like you're dreading what's coming? Yes. You dread what's going to be next? Yes. Pay attention to your inner guidance. What is your inner self telling you to do? If your inner self is saying, have peace, we got you, then trust that the Spirit got you. If the Spirit is saying, this is the thing that I need you to do, trust to take the step to do the thing that they are guiding you to do. It's always there to help you. It's helpful. It's happening for you, not to you. Let's get a message from the universe. I like these cards. We see, again, the energy of unhooking you from the past. The reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you to your next level. They have already served their purpose in your life. They have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep going, keep moving. Greater is coming. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you next. Taking you next. You're next in line. Your time is next. Your time is nigh. And you're being called to go through the releasing process. Anything else in here? No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out. That the long road has a purpose. That long road has a purpose. The purpose was to give you everything that you needed in order for you to believe. I hear belief. I hear sustain the belief, the purpose, to develop the courage, the material, the ability to see it, observe it. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages, your angelic support, always speaking to you. What do we see? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you're alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. You're not. You have angelic support. We want something in here. Okay. We are reminding you to stop, look around, to check in. And also we saw observe nature, right? To see what's on the outside of us so that we could see within. And it said, okay, so we are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So not only do I feel like the card said to look at nature, to see the abundance of creation itself, the diversity of it. How, again, that it's like, how many species of beetles, beloved? Just beetles. How many types of ants are there? How many types of birds? How many types of butterflies? How many, it's like in each species, each potentiality, each possibility that has expressed itself in the manifest does so with purpose. And it is the same with you, Wheat. You are unique. You are a piece of divinity. You are the divine itself expressing itself in the manifest as thee. And it's something that it wrote in you, something that was put in you for you to do, for you to fulfill. And everything that you've experienced has given you what you need in order to express it, to see it. And there are things, whether you realize or not, that need to be broken up so that you can release it. You can, I feel like almost like when you break something and parts of it start to come up or come out, but it's not like you lose it. You're not just sending it out, like it's not falling away like that. I feel like you are breaking it up or opening up so that you can gather it up and bring it up into your sacred place and into the kingdom where help and support lie. And it will help you take all that material up and to transmute it and to open up your heart space. It's like it's the key to unlocking you. And when you can do that, you can get that material up, transmute it into the key to unlock your heart and open up everything. That stuff will not only just change, but you will be able to use it to call in everything that I feel, that everything that you can think of. And your thoughts are being guided by the Most High God above that sits on the throne of your praise, on your crown, through your crown chakra. It's giving you a vision. I'm definitely feeling getting in alignment so that you can have the Kundalini flow like the full. I'm feeling ripping off the veil, being able to see. I'm feeling praising through all things. You're getting downloads, you're uploading, and you're pushing everything out from a heart space. Like to speak it out, to know it, to see it. And everything that's in this heart space is like, again, releasing and giving. Releasing and giving. Yeah. Hopefully you guys are getting it. Prioritize self-healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Who's speaking? Alpha. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. They don't. You may need to break it up, a little bit here, a little bit here, working it through and continuing to massage it and releasing it. I feel like, how muscles become so tight, beloved, like you go to a masseuse and they start working on you and you get that deep tissue and it start breaking up, and then it's like acids and like acids and gases and all kinds of chemicals and oxidants, that need to come out of the tissue. And that's what I'm feeling like. Once you get in there, you start kneading it and you start massaging it, you realize that it's so much that's locked into your body, into your tissues, into your chakras, into your system that needs to be released. It allows that energy to flow, beloved, and to come up so that it can come up into that sacral, move it up into that solar, come up into that heart. You can release it and let it go. I feel like it will flow out, and as it goes out, then it will come, a replacement for that energy will come in, and it will be healing, it will be soothing, it will be comforting, it will be what you need to soar, to lift, to heal and lift yourself up. Remember, again, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need to take the time you need in order to feel happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. There's no rush. Take the time that you need. Patience, beloved. And that's what I was reminded of and worked through all these last 2 days is patience, flexibility, adaptation, the ability to slow down and just appreciate the journey, moment to moment to moment. What is this moment showing me? How are you moving? Feeling the promptings and just the flow of energy to be able to dance with life again. I mean, like, I'm being called to this card that says dare to dream. What are you dreaming? Do you believe that it can come in? Like, or is there something limiting you? Is there something oppressing you? There's something that's suppressing you, that's keeping you feeling like, I can't do it. Could be an old version of you. Release resentment about money. That could be it. It could be your relationship with money. Indrio, you're a light worker. Yeah. God needs you to shine your divine light and love. It's time for you to soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light. We saw that. I'll show you guys a card. Leave it there for a few so you can read it. Hopefully you can see it real good. I don't make this up, period. Just don't. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. It says, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants. Sever vows of poverty. This is the second card. This one says release resentments about money. And this is sever vows of poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Look, it slid to successful funding. You may have a concern about money, about seeding your venture, your business, your vision. How is it going to come about? Seeing yourself in the highest position. I mean, I don't know, but I mean, we do know that coin and investments help the vision. So successful funding is coming. Release any resentment about money and sever any vows of poverty. Have an abundant mindset. We know that you are a beneficiary, an heir or an heiress to creation itself, and the abundance of it belongs to all of us. Resonate, know that, just know it, and don't put any restriction or resistance in that. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty. We talked about calling back something, binding it up, and casting it down. If you have a mindset of poverty, of lack, that, ask the Most High to pull it back, to bind it, to show you, to bind it, and to cast it down. It says, or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetimes. So call back from all of your lifetimes, right? It says, as you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time, And see, this one says cut the cords. So cut the cords on a poverty mindset. And again, it could be something that you do that's not really conscious. It could be unconscious. You could worry about money. You could buy something and then worry about it. You could, hold yourself back from doing for self or the things that you enjoy because you really worry about money, or you feel like I just don't have any at the moment. Whether you have it in the physical, in your bank account, it does not matter. What is in your spiritual bank is what matters. Everything comes from the spirit. It is the law of pure potentiality and possibilities. You are made from everything. Who's speaking? Omega. You are made from everything. Everything that you need has already been decreed. You already have it. You may need replenishment. You may need to ask for your tools. You may need to ask for support, beloved, and seeing it and getting to it, to taking the steps in taking the steps you need to take in order to unlock it. There's something blocking it. Everything that you need is here. It was with you when you came in. We learn resistance by the things that we take on, the things of the low, the things that are in our environment that comes to us, that tell us a vision, to show us what we consider to be self. It puts a veil upon us where we cannot see our own full potentiality. The fact that everything that you need is already built in, beloved. And you can unlock it. You can discover it. It will be revealed onto you. You just may need to go down and break it up out of them roots. Anything else, beloved? No. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I receive your message. I receive your word. Thank you. Bless you for the reading of your words. For everything in creation belongs onto you. And you express yourself across creation, divinity, in all things. This is you. This is you. This is you. And I thank you. I bless you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And I pray for all of us, for creation, for the low, for the high, and everything in the middle. I'm so glad that this is my wish fulfillment, to be able to do this, 5446 to sit with you and have these conversations in confidence. They are edifying unto self, first and foremost, sweet. They are. But I pray that I be so full and overflow that it spills out onto the wheat, that you be filled and edified to an overflow, and then we meet in the middle. Unity and harmony. Coming to the awareness, conscious awareness that we are whole, that we are complete, that there's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. Even when we feel the heat, it just gives us the ability to sense all things, both sides of it. And I feel balancing things of the low and things of the high. And I feel like coming into our heart space, and it's all about how we choose to see it. Is it a particle? Is it a piece? Is it a wave? Is it frequency? I am the observer. I hear divine emotion can create anything. Alchemy. Yes. To the next now, y'all. I love you so much. I love you. I love you just like I love self, because you are another representation of self, of the Alpha and Omega that made all of us, the only begotten, and that you can trust. Yes. Infinite intelligence breathing. Yes. I be word resurrect in this day. Ashe. To the next now. This one's done. Ashe.